everybody, and welcome to word problem 16. This is a read, draw, write problem, so I like to read it, draw a picture, write out what I'm doing. I'm going to read it a few times so I can pick out, oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to read it a few times so that I can pick out the information that is important to me. So, Antonio works on his project for 4/3 hours. His mom tells him that he must spend another 2/3 of an hour on it. Draw a number bond and a number line with copies of thirds to show how long Antonio needs to work all together. Write the amount of time Antonio needs to work all together as a whole number. So, Antonio, he's working on a project. He works on his project for 4/3 hour. If I write 4/3 as a fraction, it's 4/3. When the numerator is greater than your denominator, it tells you what? That you have something greater than 1. So our number line is going to be longer than 1. We got to go bigger than 1 on this. His mom tells him he must spend another 2/3 of an hour on it. So you got to do 2/3 more. Draw a number bond and a number line with copies of thirds to show how long Antonio needs to work all together. I'm going to ask you just to do the number line on this too, just because size-wise, I don't have enough room really to do both, and I don't want to go into another page without the words on it. So right now, we're just going to do a number line. So write the amount of time Antonio needs to work all together as a whole number. Woo, that's going to be tricky. But let's try this out. So we're going to start with our number line. So we're starting here and going here. It says he spends 4/3 hours. So I'm going to start at 0. But I have to go bigger than 2, or bigger than 1. So I'm going to go to 2, because I don't think we're going to go much over 2. If I have to make it longer, we'll go. So I'm going to divide my whole numbers. There's my whole numbers. Next up, we're going to divide it into, this denominator tells me what I'm dividing it into. I'm dividing it into what? Did you say thirds? I thought you did. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So thirds. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Ooh, that's got really messy. This is 1. This is 3/3. Could put a 1 up there. 4/3, 5/3, 6/3. So here we go. Here's my number line. Divided it up to 2. I'm going to do a little line right there so we know where we're at. All right. So Antonio works on his project for 4/3 of an hour. So I'm going to go right here. Here's my 4/3. So the first day he works on it 4/3 of an hour. So it's a little bit over an hour is what he's worked on. So I'm going to switch to a different color now. His mom tells him that he must spend another 2/3 of an hour on it. So he's got to do 2 more thirds. Well, look at this. 4/3. That's another third. Ooh, I want fat black here so we can see what we're doing. So this is, if I go from here to here, that's 1/3. Then I go from here to here, that's 2/3. So if he starts here and then he goes here to here, that tells you that he needs to work 6/3 of an hour. So I'm going to actually do this like this. If you are adding fractions, when you add fractions, your denominator must stay the same. Can't change that. So 30 will go here, and then the 4 plus 2, you do add like normal. So that'd be 6/3, which is just where we got on our number line. So now I need to know the amount of time Antonio needs to work all together as a whole number. But I don't know how to do that. Oh wait, it's like right there, because 2/3 is the same, or 2 is the same as 6/2, or 6/3, 6/3. So that equals 2 hours. So Antonio must work for 2 hours to finish his project. I'm not going to do a number bond for it. I feel like this explains it beautifully. So if you want to try it with a number bond, let me know how it goes for you, and let me know what you think about number bonds versus number lines. Hope you enjoyed this word problem.